Now let's go through the assembly of this board. Now this board comes with a 4 pieces of acrylic plates. The rectangular box plate is for the top part of the robot. This plate is for the bottom part, and these two identical black parts are on the side. This is the plates where you will be attaching your motors. Now we have pre-assembled the robot, and now I'll show you how to assemble it again. This is the basic disassembled part of the robots. It looks a bit clumsy, but this is the best way to show you how to do the part connection. Now take this bottom part. I have used a medium size screw, and just using 2 screws we have connected the caster wheel over here using screws and nuts. Now even we are using just 2 screws, it's very firm, so it won't move. So once that is done, using a longer screw and a plastic spacer, white plastic spacer over here, I have attached my 2 sensors over here. So please do take in mind that you have to use a plastic spacer over here, else you may short the board because of this metal screw. So basically this much is for the bottom part. Now the connection of motor on the side plates it's a bit tricky, but you just need to take in mind that the one motor is to be connected facing outward, and the another motor is to be connected facing inwards. Now if you notice over here, the motor is not exactly in the center, but it's mounted downwards. It's mounted in a lower position. That's because we'll be attaching this motor to the lower plate over here, and this one is for the upper plate. Now I have attached this motor using 2 motor screws over here, and it's very sturdy around here. Now I'll connect the wheel over here. And this is it. Now the every 2 wires of this motors are connected in the PTI connector like this. So you can do it in this way, that I have used this rectangular hole so that my wires remain concealed inside the robot. So now let's attach this board. Now see, as I told you before, that one motor will be facing inwards and one will be facing outwards. So this is how you have to configure your bot. Now just overlay the top part on it, and the assembly is pretty much done. Okay, now we'll just uh, attach it by using the spacers around it. Light it up. And there you have it. Now for the sensor connections, we'll be using these 2 PV pin connectors, and let's go to the convention of black being negative. So I'm connecting my negative in the black terminal over here, and the negative is down here. So like this. Similarly, the another sensor, black over here. That's it. Now once this is done, what you can do is you can just tighten the screws from here so that the sensors remain in a parallel position. Let's do that. So this is done. Now your bot is ready to go. Now let's see how it works. I'm using a DC adapter to power the board. You can use your cells and batteries as well. Now just to mimic the surrounding, we'll place a white banner over here. Using the first, what you have to do is you have to calibrate your sensors. To do so, switch off the motor switch over here, and now if you can see over here, place the bot on the ground, and using a screwdriver you have to adjust the potentiometer such that the the LED just turns on when you move it, like this. Okay, now whenever the sensor faces a black line, a sensor faces a black line, it will turn off. This is how the board will come to know when to take right or left turns. Now power on the board, and you see the motor will start working in a forward direction. When a black line comes, it will take a turn correspondingly. And this is how your line follower robot is going to work.